right here, it looks like it still couldn't go either way. The Terran player needs to do another stim. The Colossus in the main doing some damage, and it's really close. And PoweRForgeD is going to take this just barely. Protoss player has warped in a couple more units right here with this proxy pylon, and still no expansion up and running. Now let's see here. The green player has a lot of minerals, and this, oh my gosh, the Colossus is still here. And he is taking out SCVs. Take him out, PoweRForgeD, take him out. Alrighty now. Let's go, still no transfer from the Protoss player. Oh my gosh, what is this? We have a dropship sitting in the Protoss main, not doing anything. If he drops, this will cripple the Protoss player's economy. What is the Terran player doing? I'm just gonna sit here until this thing drops. Look at this. The Protoss player doesn't even see it. Let's look at PitBoXx's camera. He's not even looking at it. Drop, Forge! Drop! Don't you see this? Drop! Drop! You can get so many probes! So many! Still no worker transfer from PitBoXx. What is he doing? Right now, oh my gosh. This medevac is gonna die. And the 4 Marauders in it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. PoweRForgeD. Drop. 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 You need to drop. You need to drop. And my computer's lagging up again. Drop. Oh! And only 1 Marauder makes it. Right here. PoweRForgeD doing the smart thing, going for that 3rd base, but when you spawn right next to each other, getting this 3rd base is extremely risky. Don't get it unless you can defend it. I would have got a ninja expansion down here. Now, right now the game is still fairly even. I don't know why PoweRForgeD has no workers in his main base. And he's oversaturated here. But let's go back to the units lost tab. It's a great tab to show who's winning. Virtually dead even on the lost minerals. This game can go either way. If the Terran player did do that drop successfully, the Terran player would be in a commanding lead. Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. Thank you. We made it. I was so close to shutting off my computer there. Alright. Terran player is going for those Templar archives. We should expect to see some Templar action. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that'll fix it. So, his money. I'd rebuild that barracks that he lost. Yeah. Rebuild it. Alright, here we go. The frame rates are just kicking up right now. So, now it should be watchable, everybody. Or not. Alright, alright, alright. So, we have the storms coming down for the Protoss player. Now here's what I think. Protoss players in the lower leagues don't really use Storms and High Templars, especially the bronze players. Especially when I place I don't think I've ever played anyone that's used Storms on me. So, Storms are really good. They do 80 damage, especially if your opponent doesn't micro, and if you're playing against bronze players and you whip out a Storm, odds are they're just going to sit in there and be like, what was that? And then they're going to look at their guys and like, where'd my guys go? They melted. Alright, we have the Terran player getting a little crazy on the Viking count. He needs more medevacs. Overcompensating for. And right here, building these 3 barracks is just a tad bit too late. And this third base is up and running, but he's not doing anything about it. He needs to move his tanks right here. He can get a nice surround. He can get a nice contain on the Protoss player. But the Protoss player should be researching Blink, but he's not. Only 2 Colossus. And he's going for +1 armor. Very smart idea. +1, +1. He's going to have +1, +1. And the Terran player has absolutely no upgrades whatsoever. And if you don't get upgrades, you should. Like, if you just forget about them, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're gonna lose the game unless you have another base on your opponent. Upgrades are really helpful, especially when you have a lot of money and you don't know what to do with your money. Spend it. In this game, you don't want to save up money. You want to spend money. This isn't like the real world where you want to get a savings account and deposit all your money. That way you'd be nice and happy when you retire. In this game, you want to spend your money. You want to live life to the fullest. And right now, he's getting 1 reaction for 2 tank lives. The Terran player is getting absolutely Marauder heavy, which is probably, I understand his point, because he knows the Protoss player has Colossus and Stalkers. It's a really good idea. Good idea. I'll give him a plus on that. He needs more medevacs, though. More medevacs. He is really hungry for gas, yet he has nothing on his 3rd expansion. Now, Storm, the Cridarian Amulet is on the way, which allows the High Templars to spawn and use Storm instantly. As we see right here, PitBoXx sees everything PoweRForgeD is doing. Everything. Let's check out PoweRForgeD's cam. He doesn't even know about the Templar archives. He's just so in the dark. In the dark. He doesn't even know he has gas. In the dark. In the dark. Right here, building 2 supply depots. I like it because he is supply locked. Very good idea. Very good. Very good. Right here, he's moving 1 tank and 1 tank only. Bad idea. 1 medevac on the way. 4 Marauders, 2 Marines, and +2 weapons for the Protoss player. I'm gonna say the Protoss player has this in the bag. Well, maybe not necessarily. PoweRForgeD is winning. Let's take a look at the food count.
Additional supply depots required.
APM's dropping for the spammer. Oh, PoweRForgeD in the lead. Let's take a look. That is a nasty army, but he's got a good defense. Now, there's a couple bad things about playing defense, guys. You don't know what your opponent's doing, and you're making them feel safe by not attacking. Right here, he's just going to eat up this expansion for Planetary Fortress. It's only going to get about 2 kills, I bet. Now here comes the army. Right here's the Storm. As you can see, look at all those health bars just drop. Drop. The Terran player hasn't even stimmed yet, and his army's at 1/3 health. That's how deadly these Storms are. The Protoss player just took out his army. And right here, all he has is the tanks, which should have been by the army, And right here, he says SCVs. Oh my gosh. Just so many things went wrong there for PoweRForgeD. Now, this is the Chronos player's fault for not getting Blink. So, the PoweRForgeD should not be proud of these kills. Right here, it's just not pretty. It is over for the Terran player. And he's not even producing out of these things. Excuse me. Right here, the Protoss player is just sitting here getting a bigger army. It is over. Check out the unit loss stats. PoweRForgeD losing 12,000 minerals to PitBoXx with 7,800 minerals. And here comes the storms on the tanks. Storms aren't that good against Via on mech units, but it works. Right here we have the SCVs coming to fight, which is a really good idea, because excuse me, I can't talk. Not enough players use their SCVs when the battle is like, alright. If your opponent sends like 4 stalkers at you and you have 4 marauders and you're starting to lose that fight, take out some SCVs, have them attack the stalkers, and they're going to be a meat shield for your army, and you're going to win that fight much easier. As we saw that storm taken away by the Terran player, eating up the Terran player's health, and a stim on top of that. He pretty much got in a storm. Storms on the SCVs, they're getting melted. Here is GG from PoweRForgeD. So many things went wrong for this guy. I hope he learned a lesson. Peace out.